What up, good people? So, like I told you folks before, man, I told you folks that I have cops on the inside, good cops. Not any cops that's doing any type of illegal work or anything like that. Good cops that's making a stand against these corrupt police, because that's what it's going to take. It's going to take infiltrating the system. And one of my favorite stories that I picked up on when I was in school was the Trojan horse story. And that story consists of the way these people infiltrated a whole nother city and took it over by simply building a Trojan horse and making it like it was a gift. But inside that Trojan horse, there was a lot of soldiers. And once they took that gift and let that horse go in there, because they could not penetrate the walls of this city. So once that horse got in there, all those soldiers waited till nighttime, crawled out of that horse, and began to slay everyone in that village. Basically, folks, what I'm trying to tell you is this one of my Trojan horses right here. One of the soldiers in my Trojan horse. A real cop who was there to do real work. And now he has began and it has been slaying corruption. And today, this man was walked out of his job with no explanation. But the reason why is because they've done illegal things to find out that me and this man is connected. But at the end of the day, I'm going to let my man talk. He's in uniform right now, so y'all know he's a real deal cop. Y'all can look his name up, but as of today, he has been fired.
Okay. How y'all doing, guys? I just want to say yes. As of today, I was walked out of my job. I was actually taking a law class because I just started with the department, and one of my superiors came in, pulled me out of the class, and told me that that the lieutenant wanted to speak to me. I walked into the lieutenant's office, and the only thing that the lieutenant said to me was, and I quote, "I spoke to the chief and he does not want you working here anymore." Here is proof. This is from the Louisville Metro Police Department as of September 29th.
Y'all see the seal on it? This is real, y'all. This is real. You see the Kentucky seal right there?
Oh yeah, I mean we got our chief, Robert Schroeder, who actually, it's funny.
Do you care to read that to him?
I'll read it to him. I don't know if you know this, but he's only the chief until tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
hey, and check this out. My guy's an excellent reader. Okay, check him out. Check him out. Read this.
So I'll read this to you guys. September 29th, 2020, probationary officer Tyquan Robinson, recruit number 5381. That is me, in the Lmpd training division. Dear Mr. Robinson, in order to promote the efficiency of the Louisville Metro Police Department, I determined to terminate your employment with Lmpd effective immediately. Sincerely, Robert Schroeder. There's his name there, Chief of Police. And then this is also endorsed by Colonel Shara Parks, Colonel Josh Judah, Major Paul Humphrey, Dennis Sims, professional. What is he? A professional standards unit, some human resources, and this is the Fraternal Order of Police. This was witnessed by my superior, Crystal Powell, and then they asked me to sign this here too. So, and it's also endorsed by our mayor, Greg Fisher. So. The reason why I'm here today is because they have found out about my association.
The reason why he's really here is because I sound crazy when I tell y'all this stuff. And nobody believes anything that comes out my mouth. Back to you.
Yeah, and what I really want to do is explain to people the whole, the entire process that I've been through to get on with Louisville Metro. So this, I applied for this position back in, I think, January or February, and this was my third time applying. I've tried to get on for years. I think the first time I applied was like 7 years ago, back in 2013, 2014, and there was always some reason why I just didn't get on. I've even applied for Louisville's Sheriff Department, and I received a letter that says we will hold your information on file. I've heard from other sheriffs on the department that's just their way of saying that they don't want you on the department. So anyways, I'm in my uniform here. Again, I was part of the MAC 47 unit for the Louisville Training Academy. And again, you can see this here. Hopefully to get not too fuzzy. But yeah, my name is Taekwon Robinson. You guys can look me up. So anyway, so the process that I've been through to get a job with Louisville Metro has been it's been pretty wild. It actually cost me about $2,000. They forced me to do some things that I was surprised to do. I have a few speeding tickets back when I was 17, 18, 20, 21. You know, I'm 38 years old now. And they forced me to get my record expunged, which I have done that. That cost me $600. I have proof of that. There were a lot of other intangible things that I was forced to pay for. Again, I'm at about a total of $2,000. I've been in the training class. This is my third week. So I didn't last 3 weeks. I also have proof. Kendrick, hand me my phone on the table right there. I want to capture this on camera because the fact of the matter is, us posting this video does endanger our lives. I know it endangers mine 100%. It's, and you guys know, it's been Kendrick versus I want to say the country, but definitely Kendrick versus Jefferson County. Namely Louisville Metro Police Department, Brett Hankinson and his corruption, Louisville Metro Police Department and their corruption. So we are putting our lives on the line for this. And it's really disappointing to me because all this got started, God rest his soul, because of George Floyd. So, I want to tip my hat off to him because his death really was the catalyst for Black people to start standing up for our rights, our equal rights.
Let me say something before we go any farther. I want to tell y'all a little story about this guy, man. So I went down to that protest here in Louisville, and he was fired up. First of all, he's the dude. He's one of the people who lit the flame in me and kind of opened my eyes up to racism. He taught me about racism about 6-7 years ago because I was blind to it. He pulled me aside and told me some things, and ever since he told me these things, I looked at the world different. This guy right here. But let me tell y'all something. I was down at that Louisville protest. I was down there for 2 days, down there by myself. No friends, no family. I was down there protesting. This guy calls me, knowing that he's supposed to become a police officer soon or whatever. He calls me, knowing he's not allowed to be down there. He stands right beside me as we tell my story about Brett Hankinson. And not only did he stand right beside me, he vouched for every word I said because this is one of the guys that knows it's the truth, and he was even a witness in some of the situations when Brett Hankinson planted drugs on me.
Yes. So that was a lot of the purpose for me doing what I'm doing. I've always wanted to be a police officer, but I didn't want to be a corrupt police officer. And we here in Louisville all know that that's been something that's pretty normal. After George Floyd's death, that's when I really decided. I mean, that was the last straw for me. And then Breonna Taylor, I had to do something. So I went down to protest for equal rights. These senseless killings of Black people, especially by the hands of law enforcement, unarmed Black people at that, had just gotten to my boiling point. I couldn't take it anymore. So I just wanted to be a voice along with Kendrick and make some noise and bring awareness to the fact that Black men, especially, and even Black women, our lives are in danger for not being dangerous people. Right. And that's just a scary thing to live with. It's a scary fact. It's a scary truth here in our city. So I don't know exactly how they tied me to Kendrick other than, social media and things like that. But I do want to show you guys this because they may get into my phone. I know they've gotten into Kendrick's and wiped out a lot of stuff. Yeah. So I want to capture this on record really quick while I can. They tried to delete it. So I'm in a group with 17 other recruits, and they told me the reason why I got let go.
Hold on. You look for this.
I got it.
For that.
Yeah.
Before he goes any farther, I want to tell y'all something. Did y'all not hear this man? He's always wanted to be a cop.
Oh, yeah.
Now, what I want you guys to realize about this guy and everybody, the whole East End of Louisville, the rich people out in Louisville, they know this guy. He was raised out there amongst these people. Not only are we going to make... This is why I've been posting my Cash App, folks, because I got people losing their jobs. And I'm trying to pay this man. I paid this man as much as I could today. But listen, folks, not only have Kwani have always wanted to be a police officer, now we need to push forward because this guy is smart. He's intelligent. He has a college degree. We don't want to push for Kwani to get his job back. Last time I checked, Louisville needs a police chief. Well, guess what, Louisville? We have a police chief candidate sitting right here. Y'all make sure y'all promote Kwani Robertson to be Louisville's new police chief. He is smart, he is intelligent, and he does not come up from a pipeline of corruption. And that's what we need. We need change, not experience. We need a guy who's willing to get in there and do it differently. Because if you're experienced with the Louisville Police Department, you're going to do the same corrupt shit that's been going on. We need someone that is fresh, and that's this man right here.
Yeah, well, it's funny. After my experience here today, I wouldn't want anything to do with Louisville Metro or any department here in Jefferson County. I'm actually disgusted. So here's what I'm going to show you guys, and hopefully this will focus. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Well, I'm going to hold this here for a minute, and I'm sure let me see if I get closer. Still a little bit shaky.
You want me to pick it up? I'll pick it up.
A little bit shaky.
There you go.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's me, Mac 45. That's my group of guys. And I'll read this. So I had one of the other recruits ask me what happened, where'd you go? Like I said, they pulled me out of the middle of a class, and my response to them was they didn't tell me anything. They just had me sign this paper right here that I've shown you guys and told me to leave. Well, one of the students, his name is Ryan Horning, and I quote, this is right here, and I can post this too. It stated, Officer Powell stated it wasn't about what happened today, told us to watch who you hang out with, and that was what she stated. So what's funny is, of course, Kendrick and I, we talk daily, and we knew that because of our association, this was probably going to cost me my job sooner or later, but it shouldn't. Kendrick's been, one of the strongest advocates against all the corruption in Louisville, and I haven't contributed to it. In fact, I haven't liked a post, shared a post. And Kendrick and I had this conversation months ago. He knew what I wanted to do, and he knew I couldn't be part of that, and he was okay with that. Actually, he supported me in being a police officer. So I think a lot of people are getting it misconstrued.
In fact, when he became a police officer, we went out the day before and the next night and celebrated.
Yeah.
And when I say we celebrated, we celebrated. We got it on camera.
Like, people wouldn't know that you like have been one of my biggest supporters as far as the police
I told
thing
him straight
goes.
up.
Because
I said,
you want good police.
I told him straight up, I support you. I don't care what anybody say about me hanging out with 12 and fuck 12. No. As long as you're a part of 12, I support 12. You. Because I know you're a good person. And I know. And I said this to him. I said, Q, no matter what, bro, do not let them become an enemy. Don't let them make me an enemy.
Right.
Enemy. Do not let them turn you into a monster. That's all I asked of him. I said, I'll support you, though. But don't let them turn me into your enemy. That's it.
No, policing in the city, something's not right, guys. I just lost my job, my livelihood, because of my association with somebody. I figured at least they would come to me and kind of maybe explain how they feel about it. There's a conflict of interest or something like that. But no, I didn't get that. All I got was watch who you hang out with and walked out the door. So, yeah, that's all I want to tell you guys. So, this is just the beginning. Again, we'll post this letter so the world can see it. This is what's going on here in our city, guys. So,
and listen, folks, it's not a money scam.
Oh, it has nothing to do with money.
We need y'all to support that Cash App. $MYCUT cash. MYCUT Cash, My Cut Cash. And make sure y'all put the $ in front of it on Cash App. People like him deserve to get paid for the work that they're doing. I'm paying these people as much as I can, but you know what? There's going to be more of them that lose their job because they're starting to find out that there's good cops that's in on a good inside.
Yeah.
We got to support our good cops. I got good computer people who are doing what they got to do on those computers. I got to support them. I got people in every area, folks. I'm telling y'all, I'm bringing them all down. But at the end of the day, these people deserve to be paid. Corrupt people are making millions. Look at Breonna Taylor's situation. They just made $12 million in the name of corruption. Why can't we make $100 million in the name of good?
Yeah.
In the name of being victorious against corruption? Y'all might not believe me, but I promise you, I'm going to bring them all down with good people like him surrounding me and helping me. These people got my back. Do y'all not know once this video is released? Actually, before this video is released, his life is on the line now.
Oh, yeah.
He needs protection. He needs a whole new home, a whole new car.
Yeah.
He needs that. We need y'all to support us. We have infiltrated the system as black men. Martin Luther King, Muhammad Ali, Malcolm X, nobody's done what I've done, what we've done. And our circle is big. It's over 80 of us. And there's 100+ people that want to get in, but we're not letting nobody else in because we're trying our best not to be infiltrated. But at the end of the day, folks, we need y'all to donate money to that Cash App. $ MYCUT Cash, My Cut Cash. People like him deserve to have $50,000 to $60,000 overnight. He's a good cop. He deserves it. Every single dime.
They done fired me now.
Yeah, they fired him out. Take that shit off, man. Fucking burn this shit. Maybe we'll put that on camera for you. Good night, folks.